Regular customers at Larry Thornton's McDonald's restaurant know that they will always receive a warm welcome and great service. However, many of them don't know the depth of service Thornton provides to his community.
From the very beginning of the first store being built, we of course were the first African-American owned store in the city of Birmingham. I knew then that there would be a significant ministry to what we were doing, an example, to extend a different kind of example. It is a major trademark, a major brand, and I looked so forward to the ministry piece of that.
There are now 5 Birmingham area McDonald's within Thornton Enterprises Incorporated, which employs hundreds of people. Many of them are teenagers who are working for the very first time.
I'm never, ever not mindful of the fact of the impact. In many instances, this is the first piece of employment that these kids have experienced, and to be able to do that with an African-American owner-operator, I think, is significant. So we try our best to take advantage of communicating that.
Thornton taught fine arts and ceramics at a Birmingham area high school. He was laid off due to budget cuts and went to work at the Coca-Cola bottling company.
I realized that, you know what, they didn't take my job, they took their job. I've got to go and get me a job. And that's where I believe the entrepreneurial bug bit me.
Thornton has been with Coca-Cola Bottling Company for 32 years and now serves as the only African American on the company's board of directors. He is also a member of the board of directors of First Commercial Bank. He advises his young workers to reach for the stars.
But yeah, that's interesting to see how life turns when we remove the limits, open the door, come out of our prisons, and put ourselves in positions that are not necessarily comfortable for us, but clearly can propel us to new heights.
The single father of 3 children gave the same advice to his kids. All of them have worked at his restaurants. He sold one of the restaurants to his son, who was then only 24 years old.
But I say pretty much the main focus was to continue a legacy of what my dad started. So many times in the African American community, we see our grandparents or parents start something, but for that second and third generation to take that leg on, it's kind of dying out. And that was one of the reasons too for me pushing forward.
Thornton maintains his commitment to his community by being involved in numerous civic organizations. From the United Way of Central Alabama to the United Negro College Fund, the list of organizations reflects Thornton's commitment to service.
My favorite things to do are cheer. I love school cheer. I sing, I play guitar. I love to hang out with my friends. My friends and I were just on a golf cart, just being teenagers, having a lot of fun. We were going down our main road on my neighborhood, and we swerved, and I was on the back, and I fell off and hit my head on the pavement, and it knocked me out. The last thing that I remember was actually earlier in that week.
The worst thing that a parent can experience is to watch your child stop breathing.
When I found out that my sister was in a golf cart accident, it was one of the scariest moments of my life. I had a traumatic brain injury, and they had to cut out parts of my skull to allow my brain to swell. I could not walk, I could not speak, I couldn't read. There was a point in time that I couldn't even blink. I wasn't breathing on my own, I wasn't feeding myself.
As a result of Ashton's accident, with her brain surgery, she has a scar that goes from one ear to the other across her head. She has abrasions down her back, her shoulders, across her legs, her feet. She had many deep wounds that took a long time to heal that have left deep scars that will be there for the rest of her life.
If it wasn't for Children's of Alabama, I would not be where I am today. My doctors actually told me that I had a 1 in a million chance to live. I definitely never thought that this would happen to me, and I saw the way that it affected my family and friends. I look back at the pictures and I think, this really happened to me. As a result of the accident, I have missed my whole freshman year. I missed all my friends. I missed the rest of the cheer season, which hurts me the most because I still am not a part of the cheer team. Lots of things are different about me. I have glasses now. I can't see nearly as good as I could before. After being on steroids for as long as I was, I gained a good 40, 50 pounds, and that's really hard on my life. Like, it impacts me a lot. I want to go back in time and change it. I didn't go on that golf cart thinking that it could take my life. I didn't realize that I was basically on my deathbed. I didn't realize that I was fighting for my life as hard as I was. I wish that I would have said something when we were goofing off like we were. I wish I would have said, this isn't what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be goofing off like this. Somebody could get hurt. I definitely think that everybody should think first, because every little thing you do can have the biggest impact on your life.